SRO Magazine presents Nick Catanese, formerly of Black Label Society, interviewed by SRO's own Alicia Williams.
So how's everything going with the new band?
Good. Started writing and probably have 7 or 8 songs that are obviously pre-production and stuff, and working with a guy named Jeff Rains who played in a band called Rains from Kentucky, Indiana. I'm sorry, and me and him are actually, it's funny, we're just going through email, and I'll come up with a song and have like a really generic drum beat. So actually first I said to the drummers, I would say it's not Dusty Winter Road, spelled really weird, like WINTERWOUD or something. I think it's Winter Road, but really, really, really good drummer, and I'll come up with the basic stuff, send it to him, and he'll come up with a really cool drum beat, and I'll have that, and I send it to Jeff. Jeff takes it, and he'll cut it, and come up with, different parts, and add stuff, so it's really weird, me and Dusty got together in December. He flew up from Florida.
Oh, okay.
And, we jammed for a little while, so us 2 jammed. I've never met Jeff yet, and he's going to come up on the 27th of this month, so this will actually be the first time that we actually met and jammed. So, we've been, talking and writing, obviously, through email and all that stuff, so it's kind of weird. It's, really informal, but, you kind of get your point across, just, sending songs and stuff like that, but it'll be nice to actually jam in person.
Right.
So that'll be the next step. It's, me and Dusty and Jeff, right now is, us 3 working together. We're going to be looking for a bass player, and then we're going to come up with a name too, so that's, that's something we've been kind of bouncing around, as long as I've been in the business. Jeff's, been with his band Range for a while, and, Dusty's been in the business a long time, and that's the thing. It's, we'll come up with something. I just feel like you like this now. This is a little bit too dark, or this is, as far as the name.
Right.
So that'll be something that we can talk about. And also, I was even thinking of maybe, having, maybe the fans come up with something like Tweet Me or something, like a band name idea or something. So, there could be someone be like, okay, well, I named the band.
Oh, that'd be cool. Like a contest.
It's kind of hard to come up with something that sounds as cool as saying, hey, like Guns N' Roses or Metallica or Queen, but it's it's a process. It's definitely something that I've kind of jumped 2 feet into, both feet in, and obviously, splitting from Black Label after 17 years, and it's it's scary, but it's exciting, and hopefully something comes out of it that I'll be proud of. That's obviously the thing that I want to do.
Exactly. It's kind of neat that you guys have already been working together, so getting together should be exciting.
Yeah, the cool thing about it is, people that have been in the business a long time, and you've kind of already, maybe kind of worked out your quirks already as far as, you kind of know what you want. It's not like someone that's just starting and stuff. It's not that the excitement's gone, but you almost become, I don't even want to say talented because it sounds really not good. It's just there's still excitement, but at the same time, you kind of know what you want. There's more of a tunnel vision, kind of, bands that start out new, especially because, obviously I was there, when you're 18 or 19, put together a band, it's just you don't know everything that goes into it. A couple Fridays ago, me and my dad hosted a battle of bands down at the Hard Rock in Pittsburgh, and seeing these young kids up there, and they're just going at it, just throwing down. They look so innocent to it, and it's just no, man, all I want to do Chicago, I'd work for free, just to go on the road, and it's just like, that would last for about a month.
Right.
It is exciting, but at the same time, it's got to be something that you obviously make money from.
Right.
Especially the older you get, there's already, obviously more responsibility, your bills, your house, your, whatever. I mean, if you're out there working for free, pretty soon you're going to be homeless, So, I mean, it's something to where, with this thing, it's, I know the bad and good, and Jeff knows the good and bad stuff, the good and bad stuff, and we're all pretty much the same age, and, are in it pretty much for the same reason. It's almost like three new puppies getting together trying to, build a home, together, so it's cool in that way.
Right.
Just excited to get something out and something to call ours, and it's not,
Is it hard to balance like music with your other responsibilities?
Oh yeah, well, that's the thing. That was another big thing of why I left PLS too. Is I joined that when I was 24, 25, or something like that. It was 1996 when I joined them. And then it's I was single, and you can go and you're really obviously I'm really close to my mom and dad and family and friends, and holidays and stuff like that are big, and Christmas is huge with me, and being away from that was hard. Every day, it's me and my fiance have been together for 7 years, so we got a house, we got a dog, she just turned 3, and it's like leaving, it's it becomes harder, and I'd be gone for 2 months, and it's she went. It was funny, my fiance left, and she went on a cruise, with some people from work, and she was gone 8 days, and I was here, for 8 days, and it's like,
It felt like forever.
oh, well, yeah, because, like, during the day, it's like, well, you're doing your ends and errands and stuff like that, and then at night, when you're sitting there by yourself and there's somebody to talk to, you're just like, wow, like, she put up with us for 2 months.
Right.
I mean, it put things into perspective for me, and, obviously not that I'm not going to tour, because, I mean, if we get something together, we are going to tour, but I wouldn't, kind of want to make it on my terms.
Right.
And be able to, obviously with Zach, I mean, that was his band, that was his baby, so, he was going to go when he wanted to go, so,
So that's kind of a benefit of starting your own.
I mean, it's, I love traveling. The stuff that I've seen over the course of the whole time I was with Blind Label was amazing. I mean, that's stuff that, I look at pictures and being at the Vatican, being at the Eiffel Tower, being in the Sistine Chapel where Michelangelo painted, it's like the Colosseum, something that's like 47 AD, just standing in front of you, and it's like, people in game shows to go to these places, and it's like getting paid to be here.
Right.
So there's a thing where you sit there and like I've been to Japan, I've been to Australia, I've been to Canada, I've been to Europe, Norway, Bucharest, Romania. Like, I mean, places that are just like you get off the bus and you're like, this is crazy. Like, like the one day I woke up and I had a flight from Pittsburgh to Oslo, Norway, and I'm like, who wakes up in the morning and has a flight to Oslo, Norway? Like this is the stuff that's like pretty, it's cool, it's cool, but at the same time, this year actually was the first year ever, well, probably in 16, 17 years that I was home for Halloween. I was home for Thanksgiving. I was home for the whole lead up to Christmas, like, putting up the lights, the tree, enjoying the whole thing of being home with family. And, I've missed, so many things of, holidays and birthday parties and stuff like that. It's I think just the older I get, the more sentimental I'm getting. I don't know, like, it's, it's a big thing, for me, but at the same time, obviously my love for having this spark of writing, this creative streak that I'm doing really is exciting too. I mean, like there was a span of 2 weeks that I was actually coming up with a song a day.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I went on 7-string guitar, which I've never played before. That thing were like 4 songs, and I went and got like a hollow body kind of Elvis guitar, and started drummer, stuff like that. And even that, bringing up Elvis, like I've always been an Elvis fan, but like lately I've been really diving hard into a lot of hit songs and stuff, and like just trying to bring a lot of different elements into my, like songwriting, because I want to go in a more commercial, like if I could like cookie cut, a band would be like the Foo Fighters, like, you have that, like, you're a rock band,
right?
But you have a crowd, like basically your audience spans from teens to old people, So I mean, that's the thing where, I mean, if Dave Grohl can go from being the drummer of Nirvana to him, to heading this mega band, I mean, that was like an eye-opening thing for me is when I went to see them here in Pittsburgh. Like, they sold out the Consol Energy Center, which is like 18,000 people, and blew my mind. Just, their stage performance of songs. Like, they played for 2 hours, and every song was just hit.
Right.
And I'm like, no wonder they sold out Wembley Stadium for, I mean, like, that's the thing. I mean, I love all the bands that came out with Black Label, but I want to expand, and have that diverse,
Right, just have a different variety all in one.
Yeah, I mean, to still have, obviously dignity, songs integrity, in the song, still make it, songs that you can bounce to and then, have fun at it, but still have that thing where you could play it for anybody and they're like, oh, that's a great song.
Right. There's not very many bands like that anymore.
I know. And, it's sad, like Metallica is probably like the only heavy band that can pull in 60,000 people, I mean, it's something it's actually a scary moment actually in music right now. I mean, I'm not saying like guitar rock and all that stuff's dead, but there's, when you look at the crowd, like the crowd attendance, even like when we were out on that Gigantor, and it was, Megadeth, Black Label, Newstead, The Vice, all these bands, and, in New York, there was 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, for Megadeth, I mean, come on, like, they're massive,
Right.
It's like the way the economy is, the way everything is, it's just, I'm sure, and I'm hoping it's going to turn around because there's so many great bands out there, that it's scary. I mean, it's a really scary time. I think just, in general, for the world. I mean, people can't afford an $80 ticket or whatever, $60 ticket. I mean, it's really hard, and, I was even thinking, even if I could write songs and sell them to people, I mean, if you come up with a great, I mean, look at Barry Gibb. I mean, I think he's actually the Guinness Book of World Records for like the most hit songs written or something. He wrote for Barbra Streisand, Kitty Rock. I think there's actually, I think I could be wrong. I think there's an Elvis song or something. Not but like when you sell songs, I mean, if I sold, say like I came up with a song and Kenny Kennedy bought it,
right?
Like, you get royalties from that. I mean, so there's different avenues, to go, but prominently, I mean, I still would want to play and, see the fans, feel that energy again of, playing on stage. It's just a really, really, weird time for me right now. Sometime last month, I actually went down to Jason Newsted's house in Florida. Jason, played with Metallica.
Right.
For a long time. He had me down and, went down and hung out, kind of jammed for a while and talked. And, it's kind of cool because, he left Metallica and, I just left, Black Label, so we kind of like, talked, and he kind of helped me with a game plan, and it was really cool. I mean, it was really kind of like a really cool moment. You can actually say, "Hey, I'm flying down to Jason Newsted's."
Right. That would be exciting.
Yeah, and hang out with him and Sam and hear cool Metallica stories. But it was a really cool time for me to get my mind right and relax and not think about things and kind of get things moving. In fact, the last day that I was there, like every morning, he gets up at like 4:30 in the morning, gets some coffee, goes down on the dock, and sits there and watches the sunrise every day. And he lives right on the inlet. It's beautiful. I mean, it's one of those picture perfect places, palm trees and boats going by. And the last day that I was there, he's like, you're gonna have with me tomorrow morning. I was like, okay, so 6:00 in the morning, he's knocking on my door. We get out, we sit on the dock, and we're sitting there, and the sun's coming up, and it's this beautiful sunrise, clear day. And he said the coolest thing. He goes, people always sit there and say, they're kind of walking off into the sunset. The sunset's obviously the end, of everything. He goes, this is your sunrise. Wow, that's really cool. This is actually like a new birth of something that can be, that can be mine. That was a really cool statement. It was like, wow, there's like Yoda, given to me.
Yes.
Giving me the words of advice, that
the inspirational cleansing feeling.
Right, So I mean, like I said, through the years I've been with Black Label, I mean, there's nothing but great memories of touring and meeting. I mean, I've met and I'm friends with people that I've admired from when I was a kid, like, from Zach to George Lynch to Jason Newsted to, Robert Trujillo, who was in our band for a little while, Mike Catanese, guys now, James, Theo, even like doing that movie, Rockstar.
I saw that last week, and it clicked in my head. I was like, he's playing guitar.
Yeah. I mean,
how was that? Was that exciting?
Oh, that was probably the best 6 months of my life. Like, it was different, and the people there were so cool. I mean, Mark was awesome, and Jennifer was great. Brad Pitt was there, because, obviously him and Jennifer were married at the time, and, like, everybody was just so cool, and seeing George Clooney, and just basically going through the way a movie's created is awesome.
That's great. I had never heard of it before, and I watched it.
Yeah. I went out there initially to do the soundtrack. That was the thing. I was actually flown out. It was me and Zach and Jason Bonham and Jeff Pilson and Mike Vajevic from Steelheart and Jeff Scott Soto. So I was flown out because I thought I was just going to do the soundtrack. So all the music that you hear in the movie when the bands are playing, that's me, Zach and Jeff Pilson and everybody. So I was out there, in the studio, and the director, Stephen Herrick, came up, and he's like, hey, would you want to be in the movie? And I'm like, well, honestly, man, I said, I've never been in a movie before. I said, I don't want to kind of waste your time. And he's like, you have to be a guitarist in a band. Can you handle that? And I'm like, okay. So I was only going to be out there like 2 months. I was out there for 6 months, and they gave me an apartment in the Oakwoods estates out there, got me a car. It was the coolest thing. And then the day it was released, it came out on September 8th, and September 11th happened. Nobody went out. So it's like the movie comes out, and then September 11th we have the attacks on the towers. So that kind of put a damper on things. Not that the movie is going to be like Schindler's List, but I mean, it was cool, and it's still on. I mean, everybody I talked to really digged the movie, and
I loved it. It came on VH1, and I had never even heard of it, and I got sucked in.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a story about Rip Van Winkle with Judas Priest.
Right.
How he was in, Judas Priest tribute band, and he actually ended up with Priest. But there was a lot of aspects that were actually that were true to me. going to see Zach when he was in Ozzy, and then, people in my old, when I was in my old band, when I was younger, used to call me Little Zach, so then I ended up playing with him. It's kind of like the same situation, but it was cool, again, it's another great experience. So all that stuff, I just hope now with this new venture that I'm on now, it's going to add up more good experiences and the people that I'm playing with and all that stuff. I just want the fans and everybody to be proud of what I'm doing. So that's, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I think it'll be great. You have a lot of followers.
I'm glad you have faith. It's another person that has faith. That's good.
Faith is always good. It seems like your parents are very supportive.
Oh my God, yeah. From the time I started playing, when I was 15 and started my own band, my dad managed, my mom did merch and everything, and still now my dad, he helps. It was last month I actually signed off with Survival Management, and so my dad's still kind of like, helping, with that, but, I have, my own management team now, and so we can actually see what we can do. Then in March 27th, flying out to Vegas to do the Gene Simmons Rock School.
Yeah, I saw previews for that.
Yeah, it's going to be, I guess, Gene and Company Bear and Sebastian Bach and Lee Ford, me, and I guess it's going to be fun. I'm such a Kiss fan. Just to go out and do something with Gene Simmons is pretty awesome, so it's going to be, another exciting thing that's shot up, but things are good, hopefully just keeps on progressing and, get some songs together, work on a tour, and go out and have some fun.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
We'll be looking for it.
I hope so.
So we'll watch for you.
All right.
And I will follow you, keep in touch, and thank you so much for taking time to talk to me.
Thank you very much, and I will be talking to you soon.
Sounds great.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
To find out more about Nick Catanese, go to EvilTwinHQ.net. And for all your rock and metal news, stick with SRO Mag Inc.com.